Hey guys, it's Tim, and this is the PW Unlimited post show for PW Unlimited members only. Only people that are supporters of PW Unlimited as a member can be on this live stream, will get the link for this live stream. I want to say thank you to everybody that is a member subscriber, everybody that has signed up to support PW Unlimited, and we want to do more things for you guys, the supporters, the subscribers, the members, as YouTube likes to call you guys. So with that, this show is for you guys only. The show will not go out later for non-member subscribers. This is a member show only. So if you maybe miss it now and don't see it live, you will still be able to come back and watch it at a later date because you're a member. I don't need to harp too much on that. You're already subscribed. You've already joined if you're in this live chat or watching the video post the live stream. So what I wanted to do is with this show, I want you guys to pick the topics. I announced it a little too late, so we didn't get any topics actually submitted for this week's post show. But I got something that I want to talk about, and it has to do with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Again, this post show is typically going to be non-wrestling related unless people ask about wrestling stuff during this show. So that's what we're going to do here. And last week at Comic-Con, Marvel did it. Marvel announced their slate of movies and television shows till the end of 2021. We know of a number of different products and projects in production. And the cool thing is it's not just movies. It's also Disney Plus television series. Now, with everything announced here, there is one project that does not fit in to what you would call MCU canon and storyline. And we're going to get that one out of the way. It's What If. Marvel Studios' What If. And what that is going to be a show on Disney Plus that is basically, what if Peggy Carter got the super soldier serum instead of Steve Rogers? What if this person was put in the Iron Man suit instead of Tony Stark? What if Tony Stark said, I don't want to be Iron Man? What if I want to create Iron Man? I created the suit, but I don't want to be the actual man behind the hero. I'm going to put somebody else in the suit. What if something like that were to happen? That's what If is. That's what Marvel Studios' What If actually is. It is a, what if this actually happened instead of this? And I think it's a cool premise. It's basically, what they stated is it will be released on Disney Plus in summer of 2021. And it is going to be, I want to say animated, but all the voices will be of the people that voice the certain, or act, the voice actors of What If will be the actual actors from the MCU. So if you've got Peggy Carter and Steve Rogers, we will be getting Haley Atwell and Chris Evans. Presumably. That's what they've stated. Now, I don't know if they're going to come in and film new lines or if we're just going to get lines pulled from their previous works and stuff. So that's the one show, one project going forward that Marvel has announced that, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't fit in the MCU canon. Because it can't be. It just can't be. So the first project that we do know coming is Black Widow. And technically, you could say Black Widow ties into WWE. Black Widow will be starring, of course, Scarlett Johansson. Does release on May 1st, 2020. And also starring in this movie, and one of the lead roles is Florence Pugh. She's playing Yelena Belova. And if you don't remember, Florence Pugh actually played Paige in Fighting With My Family. So what we do know about this so far, very little is known about this movie, but a scene was shown at Comic-Con that, from what I was told, gives people a lot of hype for this movie. So apparently, both Scarlett Johansson and Florence Pugh's characters are quote-unquote Black Widows. They're Black Widow soldiers. There's a scene where the two fight and they're move for move, going at it. Just crazy. And at one point also, Natasha Romanoff, the Black Widow we know right now, does call Florence Pugh's Black Widow character sister or sis. So maybe once Scarlett Johansson is done with the MCU movies, when she's done with the Marvel movies, we could maybe possibly see Florence Pugh's Yelena Belova kind of jump in the MCU as the sole main Black Widow. We also do know that David Harbour, who played Hopper in Stranger Things, is playing basically the Russian version of Captain America. I can't remember exactly the character's name, but the character he is playing is kind of like the Russian version of Captain America. So that's pretty cool. Again, that movie is technically the next Marvel Studios movie coming out May 1st, 2020. Black Widow starring Scarlett Johansson. And based off of all the footage that they did show, we do know that filming has been going on for at least a month now. I think Taskmaster is going to be the main villain as well. So then a lesser known Marvel project is the Eternals. Eternals has a huge cast with Angelina Jolie, Richard Madden, Kumail, I always say his name wrong, Kumail Nanjiani, Lauren Ridloff, Brian Tree Henry, Selma Hayek, Leah McHugh, and Don Lee. Now, the Eternals is a group of, I almost want to call them mutants, but I don't know if they're exactly called mutants or not. And they look over Earth and other planets in the universe. Not too much is known about the Eternals. They did change up some of the roles, like some of the females in Eternals were in the comics. They're actually male characters, but hey, it doesn't matter. You could change things up. I think it's Selma Hayek's character. It was a male in the comics. And then I think Sprite, Leah McHugh's character, was also a boy in the comics. Then another one that many people don't know about is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Again, not much is known about this movie. It comes out February 12th, 2021. Shang-Chi is a very interesting story. I've seen a little bit of the Shang-Chi stuff since they did officially announce that they were making this movie back a couple months back. And there is a way that this can tie into Iron Man, because in Iron Man 3, they did talk about the Legend of the Ten Rings. So there could be some callbacks to the previous Iron Man movies, or at least Iron Man 3 with Shang-Chi. And I forgot to state that The Eternals comes out November 6th, 2020. So May 7th, 2021, we've got Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And oh boy, am I excited for this, because we're getting multiverse. I thought we were going to get multiverse with Spider-Man because they kind of teased it. But no, we're getting multiverse with Doctor Strange. And we do know that along with Benedict Cumberbatch starring as Doctor Strange, we will also be getting Elizabeth Olsen reprising her role as Scarlet Witch. So this movie could tie into the WandaVision show on Disney+. Then we did learn that November 5th, 2021, Thor, Love and Thunder. And what this is all about is basically about Thor no longer being Thor by the end of this movie. You heard me right, folks. By the end of this movie, Jane Foster will be the new Thor. What we do know is Mjolnir, the hammer of Thor, will find a new, what's the word I'm looking for, worthy suitor in Jane Foster. We have seen this happen in the comic books where Jane Foster does take up the mantle of Thor, the female Thor. And I don't know where this could lead to as far as the original Thor, Chris Hemsworth's Thor. Also, we don't know if Chris Hemsworth's Thor will also be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, as that was teased at the end of Endgame, and not much is known on Guardians of the Galaxy 3 right now, because James Gunn, who was going to write and direct the movie, is not going to start on that project until he does finish Suicide Squad for Warner Brothers and DC Comics. He's been given the okay to wait on that one, and it's fine. That's fine. We don't need another Guardians just quite yet. Would have been cool if we were getting as Guardians of the Galaxy, but we'll see. Also, the other interesting thing with Thor is Thor is supposed to take over as the ruler of Asgard, but as we saw, spoiler alert, in Endgame, he told Valkyrie, you're the king now. You're in charge. I'm putting you as ruler of Asgard. And Valkyrie's character is going to be the first major MCU character that is, I guess you could say lesbian, LGBT. Because while on stage, the actress Tessa Thompson did state that in this movie, Valkyrie needs to find her queen as she is considered the king. Interesting. Very interesting to see how that plays in. We also did learn that Black Panther 2 is in the works, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and Captain Marvel 2. But then probably the biggest surprise of anything to come out of that Hall H panel for Marvel, Blade has been announced. An Academy Award-winning actor, Mahershala Ali, will be taking up the role of Blade himself. Yes, the immortal vampire hunter Blade will be played by Mahershala Ali. Now, a lot of people were like, why not Wesley Snipes? Why can't we get Wesley Snipes back? We don't need it. It's not that needed to get Wesley Snipes back. It's not like you're doing a sequel. The thing here is you're not doing a sequel to Blade. You're doing a reboot, an all-new Blade. You're not going back to the, Lionsgate Blade. And so I like that they've recasted him. That's Mahershala Ali. I like that a lot. And I know Wesley Snipes he made a comment about this. I think I have it right here. He said, this is from Wesley Snipes on the new Blade reboot. To all the daywalkers losing their minds right now, chillax. Although the news comes as a surprise, it's all good. Such is the business of entertainment. Much peace to the MCU crew, always a fan. He says, honor and respect the Grandmaster Stan. Congratulations to Salam and Mahershala Ali, a beautiful and talented artist whose expressions I look forward to experiencing for many years to come. We will someday work together. Most importantly, to my loyal fans, the incredible outpouring of love is overwhelming. I'm grateful for the never-ending support. So, nah fret, nah worry. It's not the end of the story. Welcome to the Daywalker Clique. He released that statement to comicbook.com. So it's all good. He's not worried, and we shouldn't be worried. And they really should recast. So to wrap things up here, we do have The Falcon and the Winter Soldier will be a Disney Plus show coming spring 2020. Anthony Mackie, who is the Falcon, has confirmed that he has been fitted for the new Captain America suit. So that's going to be great, as Falcon is the new Captain America. I thought they were going to go the route of Winter Soldier, because Winter Soldier was a more prominent after Steve Rogers Captain America in the comics. But going the Falcon route's fine. I just hope he keeps his wings, because he doesn't have super serum. He's not super strong. So I hope he keeps his wings as Captain America, because if you look at the Falcon Captain America version from the comics, it looks badass with wings. We then also got the confirmation that WandaVision, which is a Scarlet Witch Vision show on Disney Plus, will be coming spring 2021. Not much is known on that show. They stated that it may be set in the 50s, so we'll see. And with Doctor Strange being a multiverse thing, that actually all ties together and works well. Spring 2021, we're also getting Loki. And hopefully, this ties in directly with what happened in Endgame, when they did go back into the past. San Diego Comic-Con did confirm that Tom Hiddleston will be the basically 2012 version of Loki, and that does give me hope that we're getting the Loki that we saw in Endgame. And then we're getting in a fall 2021, we'll be getting Hawkeye, starring Jeremy Renner, of course, as Hawkeye. And they did confirm that Kate Bishop Kate Barlow, isn't that from Holes or something? Anyways, Kate Bishop will be in this, and Kate Bishop could be taking over the role as Hawkeye, young girl that he trains and teaches all the ways of the Hawkeye. So I think that's going to be a really cool show. And we don't know if these are all going to be just one-off shows, season shows, and I think they should be one-off shows. They did state previously that the goal with these shows on Disney Plus for Marvel are 6 to 8 episode shows, which would basically be like a 68-hour movie with these characters. So, hey, I think it's going to be cool. Let me know what you guys think of the new Marvel Cinematic Universe going forward for Phase 4. They did state that they already know what they're doing for Phase 5, but they didn't want to announce too much at once, so that leads me to believe that a lot more stuff is going to be announced at D23 in August. D23 is a bi-yearly convention that Disney puts on where they give out a lot of their biggest news, including Star Wars stuff, Marvel stuff, Disney movies, Disney animation, Disney parks. I mean, the last D23 is when they did announce the Star Wars land coming to Disneyland and Disney World. It's when they did announce Lion King, the Mulan reboot, the Aladdin reboot. So we could be getting a lot more Marvel news come D23 in August, and maybe they're waiting to announce like the release date for Blade, the release date for Guardians, the release date for Black Panther 2, Captain Marvel 2. Maybe they're waiting on all that because they're like, it's not Phase 4, it's Phase 5, and we'll see where it goes. But with that, I want to say thank you to all the members here of the PW Unlimited YouTube channel. We really appreciate your guys' support and loyalty in being members. Again, thank you guys so much for joining me here for the PW Unlimited post show. Again, this may not be every week following the Wednesday show, and sometimes it may be following a Tuesday show, sometimes it may be following a Monday show, but we're going to try and get you guys some cool extra content for you member subscribers only. Again, thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time on the post show.